Okay, students, we're going to do a review worksheet for Exam 1, Semester 1 exam. Malak and the homeless pets. One day, Malak's school, ISI, was closed because of a threatening weather forecast that a tsunami was on the way. That day, almost 10 inches of rain fell on Ain Abal, where Malak lived. The news reported that many animals got separated from their homes, and any help and donations would be appreciated. Malak really wanted to help, so she resolved to find a way. The next day when she went to school, Malak brainstormed ideas with her friends and they collaborated a plan. They decided to work together to get donations of food for the pets in order to collect enough to make a difference. Right away, Malak made a poster that said, "Help the pets." Her friend adds a newspaper article about the emergency shelter and then draws pictures of cats and dogs. Other friends gave examples of kinds of pet food. One boy even decorated a box with animal drawings to put the donated food in. Finally, Malak tied 3 colorful balloons to the box and wrote the words, "Donate here." After the first day, the box was full and Malak and her friends had to find another box. The next day, they had collected several bags of food and dozens of cans. On Sunday morning, Malak's father takes her to the shelter and helps her carry the boxes inside. The people at the shelter were delighted. They smiled and thanked Malak and her father. They invited Malak to visit with the pets. On the way home, Malak hopes she and her friends can have another food drive to help more animals in need. So, for part 1, you have to complete the following story map using the passage. The passage is the text that I just read. Okay, so use the information from the text to complete a story map like you've done before in class with other texts. Can someone please give me the title? Malak? So, Malak and the homeless pets. What should you make sure to do for the title?
Capitalize. And first capitalize Malak. And also capitalize homeless pet.
Okay, so if you feel lost, just look at the title on the text and copy it exactly how it is. Okay? Next, characters. Yes, Muhammad. So, Malak's friends, and her father. Okay, what's the setting? Can someone tell me the setting of the story? Jamil?
Malak's school ISI in Hyderabad. And the time is one day. And one day.
Okay, so it was one day,
Yes. And the other time.
a Saturday, and it said Sunday morning.
Yes. Next example, 3 points. Because there is many.
I think that the best thing to write is in the what time of the year does it rain?
Winter.
In winter, or we can call it what season are we in now?
Fall.
Are we in the fall? So let's say, because we start school in the fall and it sometimes rains in the fall, let's say it's the fall, okay? It's better than saying one day or the first day or the next day or Sunday. So you just have to think of when does school start and when does it rain, when is school in session and when does it rain, and then you get the fall or autumn, some people call it. Okay, is that a deal?
Yes.
Other texts may give you specifically what time it is. It might be on a Sunday, but the whole text should be Sunday. Here we have Saturday and Sunday and a few other days. So let's be more broad and say fall. Okay. Now, can someone tell me what happened in the beginning of the story? Yes, Muhammad.
In the beginning of the tour, Malak's school closed because of a freezing weather forecast that its time was on the way. Many animals got separated from their homes.
Very good. So, the main event that happened that made the story interesting is that many animals got separated from their homes. And the news reported that any help and donations would be appreciated. So, at the beginning, many animals got separated from their homes, and donations were asked for. Were needed, so they needed donations. Okay, can someone tell me what happened in the middle of the story? And remember, the middle of the story is the part of the story where things start to change, right? Yes? Haida.
So she finds a lady and they collaborated as one.
So Malak collaborated a plan with her friends to help. Who did she want to help? Very good. To help the pets. Very good. To help the homeless pets. Very good. Yes, you can say that. And you can also say she wanted to help the homeless pets. Now, can someone please give me a good sentence for the end? Kamel?
And Maggie's father took her to the shelter to donate to give the food that we collected. The people donated. So when they gave the food,
So Malak and her father donated the food to the shelter. And then what?
and
Okay, what I want you to do when you try to make the beginning, middle, and end, I don't want you to write all of the beginning or all of the middle or all of the end. I want you to try to find the most important event. Like Kamil was saying, Malak and her father donated the collected food. That's very good. But there's one more important thing at the end of the story. Can someone please mention it? Very good. And then Malak hoped she could do this again. Very good. So please make sure when you read the story that you don't write all these details. You just write the main details that are important. Part B says, put the following events in order from 1 to 4. So, what happened first, second, third, and fourth? You have to tell me, and then we put the number 1, 2, 3, or 4. But what's the most important thing you have to do first? Read the sentences. Should you read one and then answer?
No.
You must read
All.
them all. Go back to the text. Number them. When you make sure that they are the correct order, then you write the numbers. They had to find another box. They decided to work together to get donations for food. Someone decorated the first box. Malak made a poster that said, "Help the pets." All these events are found in which paragraph of the text?
In the next,
Yes, Jimmy.
first, they decided to work together to get donation for food.
Okay, but I asked you, where are all these sentences found?
In the text,
Where in the text? Which paragraph?
middle.
Yes, in the middle paragraph or the second paragraph. So, we can read the second paragraph again. Malak really wanted to help, so she resolved to find a way. The next day, when she went to school, Malak brainstormed ideas with her friends and they collaborated a plan. They decided to work together to get donations of food for the pets in order to collect enough to make a difference. Right away, Malak made a poster that said, "Help the pets." Her friend adds a newspaper article about the emergency shelter and then draws pictures of cats and dogs. Other friends gave examples of kinds of pet food. One boy even decorated a box with animal drawings to put the donated food in. Finally, Malak tied 3 colorful balloons to the box and wrote the words "Donate here." Now, can someone please tell me?
And also there's also an event that had happened at the end.
Very good observation. So even an event happened in the last paragraph. So, can someone please tell me what order these sentences should be in? What happened first? Yes, Sharif.
First, they decided to work together to get donations for food.
Do you all agree?
Yes.
Very good. So we write number 1. Next, Jamil.
Malak made a poster that said, "Help the pets."
Very good. That's number
And this
2.
is the number 2.
Very good. Hamad.
And the first one is, someone decorated the first box.
Very good. Number 3. Last one. We would think that this is the last one, but we also have to read it just to make sure, even if it's the only option. Yes, Haidar.
They have to find another box.
Very good. Don't forget that here, for number 3, the first box, another box, these are clue words to tell us the sequence. Very good. Now, part C. Tell an event that happened after the news reported about the animals and before the students decided to work together to get donations. What are key words we have to look at in this question?
Yes.
Key words, Muhammad Ali.
The key word that after, and the second one is before.
Very
They
good.
said that after the news reported the animals, that means they happened that this event happened after it means that the news reported they cared about it, and then this event happened.
So we have to go back to the text and find the event that happened after the news reported about the animals. So we go to find the news reported about the animals. We look at that section, we underline it. Then we read what happened after, but we make sure that it's also before the students decided to work together to get donations. So we also have to find where the students decided to work together to get donations in the text. And then we look at those events that happened in between. And that could be your answer. Sometimes it's possible that there's more than one answer. Can someone give me an answer? Do you have an answer? Jab? Okay. And what else can you say? Can you say Malak brainstormed ideas with her friends and they collaborated a plan? Or can you not? They decided to work together to get donations. So first they worked together to find an idea before they got donations. So that's also correct. So we can write, as you said, Sharif. Very good. Malak resolved to find a way to help. Okay. Part 2A asks you to complete the drawing of the box using details from the text. If you need details from the text, what should you do? Go back to the text and read about
what they decorated.
Can someone read? Can someone read in the text what was decorated and how? Yes? So is this about the poster? No.
Then draw pictures of cats and dogs on the
Newspaper article.
Can I say?
Yes?
One boy even decorated a box animal drawings to put the donated food in.
See, here we have a mistake. It should be one boy even decorated a box with animal drawings to put the donated food in. So here we're missing the word with animal drawings. So on the box we had animal drawings. So what's on the box?
Balloons and words donate and
Very good. So animal drawings. So let's draw some animals on the box. If you're an artist, that's great. If you're not, it's okay. You have to draw animals and you have to draw. What else should you draw?
3 balloons and donate here.
Colorful balloons. So make sure you go back to the text. Make sure when you have a question like this, where it asks you details from the text, you go back to the text and make sure you get the details and do them, because you don't want to lose points for something you know how to do. What was written on the box?
Donate here.
So does anyone know how to draw a dog?
Yes.
Okay, you can practice at home. What type of genre is this text? Yes, John? It's a realistic fiction. Can you please wait? Please wait just a second. Realistic fiction. Because okay. Yes, Muhammad? It could have happened in real life. It has characters. setting and events. What else? What else is missing? There's no dialogue, but is it still a realistic fiction? Okay. Type. Part 2. Can you read? Go ahead, Haidar. Oh, you forgot something very important that I want you not to forget during your exam. Make sure you read the directions. It says part 2. Continue, Haidar. Appropriate. Appropriate.
The animal names are
Very good. Let's stop. Make sure when you write the answer, you cross off the word you used so you don't use it again. Continue.
when they don't have what they need. Like shelter and flexible bonds. However, with the end of cultivating the land and God can prosper and grow.
Very good. Prosper and grow. Okay, for part B, it's asking you to use context clues to find the meaning of the underlined words in each passage. The passage are the sentences written for you in bold, which means dark print. Number 1. The people at the shelter were delighted. They smiled and thanked Malak and her father. They invited Malak to visit with the pets.
Miss, happy.
Okay, delighted means happy, You can say that. And what are words that helped you figure out the meaning of the words
The
delighted?
people in the shelter were,
Delighted.
they smiled and thanked Malak. Yes.
Okay, and also inviting her.
Yes.
And they invited her to visit with the
pets.
I didn't understand that. How did they said they invited Malak to visit with the pets?
Yes, because it's a pet shelter, so they collect the pets and they have little spots for each pet.
Yes.
Okay? Okay. ISI was closed because of a threatening weather forecast that a tsunami was on the way. That day, almost 10 inches of rain fell on Ain Ba'al, where Malak lived. What can you guys guess the word threatening means using the context clues? Yes.
ISI was closed because of a stronger weather forecast that tsunami was on the way. That day, almost 10 inches of rain fell on Ain Ba'al, where Malak lived.
So threatening you think means strong?
Yes.
Okay. Could mean strong weather forecast? Or do you think it might mean dangerous?
Yes.
Yes, because it's a strong weather.
And it could be deadly or
Very
something.
good. Thank you.
Because maybe some pets or people die.
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's a strong weather.
For number 3, it says, they decided to work together and collaborate to get donations of food for the pets in order to collect enough to make a difference. What does collaborate mean?
Collaborate means that to work together. The context clue is they decided to work together and collaborate.
Very good.
That means to
So
work
the
together.
context clue is a synonym for work together is collaborate. Very good. Okay, part C. Tell whether the following group of words make a sentence or make a fragment. Write fragment or sentence on each line and correct the fragment to make a sentence. The first one, please read.
The children enjoyed decorating the box
for donation. It is a sentence because the first word started in a capital letter and ended by a period.
Okay. Is there a subject?
Yes, there is a subject.
Children.
The subject is children.
And is there a verb?
Yes, and the verb is the children enjoyed.
Very good.
Enjoyed is the verb.
Okay, very good. Number 2.
The dog his food at the shelter. It's wrong. It's a fragment because there's no verb. I mean
Yes.
subject.
No, you're correct. There's no verb. Okay. So can you give me a complete sentence?
The dog has food at the shelter.
Okay, the dog has food
Or ate food at
ate
the shelter.
food at the shelter. Now, part D says, tell if the sentence is a statement, command, exclamation, or question. Can you read?
Yeah. Clean up everything after decorating the box. Command.
This is a command. Very good. Now,
The cat is white with black ears and the dog is brown white with blue eyes. Statement.
very good.
Yes.
Okay, so part 3, it's your turn to write. It can be great fun when friends get together to help those in need. Pretend that you and your friends are going to open a lemonade stand to raise money to help bring supplies to an animal shelter, like Malak in the story did. Develop your ideas in a well-organized paragraph. Explain your plan and how you will be able to reach your goals. Use the story map to help you. So what you have to do first is organize your thoughts. After you brainstorm on a piece of paper, you can organize your thoughts in the story map. You will have, yes, like you,
In the
yes,
story.
you took ideas from Malak and the homeless pets
And
to
you put them
organize.
in
Now
the-
you're making your own story, but you have to organize your thoughts first before you make it developed like Malak and the homeless pets. I want to make sure you guys know that the story map is over 2 points. So you have to be careful of your punctuation and your capitalization. Title, characters, setting, beginning, middle, and end have to be filled out.
Okay.
Can someone give me a suggestion for a good title for the story? Yes?
Doing a lemonade stand.
Making a lemonade stand? Do you have a better one?
Yeah. Collaborating for pets.
Oh, that's nice too. Do you have one?
The lemonade stand.
Okay. Let's mix them all up together and say the lemonade stand
Of collaboration.
for helping pets.
Yes, that's a good title.
Right. Do you notice anything wrong in this title?
Yes.
What?
The H should be capital letter.
Very good. Okay. Now, who do you want your characters to be? Yes.
Sharif, Muhammad Ali, and Sharif's mom.
Okay. What is the setting of the story? Yes.
In the street.
Okay. You must put a time also.
How about in summer?
Okay, in the summertime. Okay. Now, what happened in the beginning?
Sharif and Sharif's mom want to do a lemonade stand because some pets do not eat, so they will buy lemonade and food.
Okay, you've just given me all these details. You need to focus on one main thing in the beginning.
Important.
Sharif and his mom want to help pets.
Yes.
In the middle, what do they do?
They bring a builder. They bring a builder to make a table and to decorate everything. Put lemonade.
What's missing?
Muhammad Ali must be the builder because he didn't come. Muhammad Ali didn't come in the beginning, so it has to become in the middle, not in the end.
Okay. So in the middle, you mentioned Muhammad Ali.
Yes.
Did you forget that you need to make a collaborative plan? Shouldn't that be in the middle?
So after this day, then Sharif told his mom that he wants to her. So they made a plan. Sharif said to Muhammad Ali that he will be the leader. So Muhammad Ali made a table and decorate everything.
Okay, so you're pretty much saying that Sharif and Muhammad Ali made a plan
Yes.
for
Helping
a lemonade stand.
to help us.
To make money.
To make or take
What do we
wages.
call it? To
Take
make
wages.
a profit.
And prosper.
Okay. Now, at the end, what happened?
At the end, Sharif's mom was at the end, Sharif and Muhammad Ali profit many money and all this money they take them, they send them. They donate them to the
shelter, to animal
Very good.
animal shelter.
So, the lemonade stand prospered.
And with the money we donate them to the lemonade stand.
The money was donated
To the lemonade stand.
to the lemonade stand.
Only to the animal shelter.
To the animal shelter. The last part, you must develop the narrative that you plan to write about. Similarly to Malak and the homeless pets, students should write a story about what they had as a problem, what they wanted to do about the problem, and each step they took to solve the problem. And at the end, they must summarize what happened and how they were successful at solving their problem.